Hi everyone, my name is Lavanya. I am working as an assistant professor at Department of Psychology at Rathinam College, Arts and Science. So in this session I am going to discuss about the topic social loafing, which comes under social psychology. Actually this concept of social loafing comes under the concept of or the topic of group. So before talking about social loafing, I would like to give an introduction about what is group. So group is nothing but a collection of people, a group of people or a collection of people who interact with each other, or which or the people who have a similar characteristics, or they share a similar interest, or people which have a sense of unity between each other. So group is something like that. So groups, there are many types of groups. So based on the identification, groups is divided into in group and out group. So in group, what is in group means? In group is a group which you belong to or which I belong to. So if we take an example like Indians. So my in group is India, or the group which I belong to is India. So other country people, like other people of other countries is the out group of mine. So that is what is in group and out group means. So based on the on the basis of contact, group is divided into common bound group and common identity group. So what is common bond group? So common bond group is the group which involve the face to face interaction. The members of the common group, common bond group actually have a face to face interaction with each other. So that is what is common bond group. So for taking an example, we can tell as our peer group or our family group, family members. So with them we have a nice bond or a nice interaction. We have a good intimacy between them. And when we talk about common identity group, it is a group where the members of the group are, which doesn't involve a face to face interaction, but they are bound with a common category. They are linked via common category. They doesn't have a face to face interaction. So similarly we take an example of Indians means. So we are linked with a common category that we are Indians, but does all the Indians have a face to face interaction? No, right. So that is what is common identity group. So on the basis of rules and regulations, groups are divided into formal groups and informal groups. So what is formal group and informal group? So formal groups are group which have a set of rules and regulations. So they are prescribed with a set of rules and regulations. For if you take an example of an institution, so students are expected to follow a set of rules and regulations of the institution. So similarly if you take an example of a company or an organization, so the workers in the company are expected to follow certain rules and regulations of the company. So that is what is a formal group. So if we take informal group, they are group which are not prescribed with a set of rules and regulations. For example, a family group or a peer group. So in that we are not bound with or restricted with any rules or regulations. So that is what is group on the basis of rules and regulations. And on the basis of structure, groups is divided into voluntary, involuntary and delegate groups. So what is involuntary groups? So involuntary groups are groups in which we cannot leave or join with our own choice. For example, our family. So we are born into a family. It was not our choice to be born in a certain family. We are born into a family involuntarily. So that is what is voluntary group. So when we take about voluntary group, so that is a involuntary group actually. മനസ്സിലായില്ല. So on the basis of structure, groups are divided into voluntary, involuntary and delegate groups. So when we talk about involuntary group, it is a group on which we can leave or join without our choice. It is not our choice to join or leave that group. So for example, when we take our family. So when we take a family, it was not our choice to born in that family or in that certain family. It was not our choice to be born in that. So it was involuntary that we are born into that family. It was not our choice, right? Or we don't have a choice of leaving that group, leaving that family. So involuntary means there we have a choice of leaving or joining that group. So if we take an example of educational institution. So in an educational institution, the student can discontinue any time. It's their choice, it's their choice to join or leave that institution. Or when we take the example of a workplace, a company or an organization, it is the choice of the worker to continue in that company. So any time that person can resign from that company. So that is a voluntary group. So when we talk about a delegate group, they are a group which represent other people, which represent other group of people. For example, the members of parliament. So they are a group of experts, delegate groups. So these are the types of group actually. So so when we go back to the topic of social loafing. So social loafing is a phenomenon of people making less effort when they are working as a group. So in a social loafing, the people or the person individually make less effort or put less effort when they are working as a group than work as an individual, than when they are working as an individual. So social loafing can be described as a tendency of a person to put forward less effort when they are working as working in a group, when they are as a part of a group they are working, so than when they are working as an individual. So because the group is doing, a group of members are doing all the works in the group, the person may feel that there is a need of only putting a less effort in the group. So social loafing is the reason why the groups are sometimes less productive. It is the reason why the group is showing only a less result, not showing a best expected result. So social loafing is a reason for that, of a group being less productive, because the person is feeling that there is only a need of putting less effort in a group, because all the people or all the members of the group are contributing into that. So according to the result of a meta-analysis study, social loafing is a pervasive phenomenon. So what is a pervasive phenomenon? So pervasive means something negative actually existing or presenting, or which is present in that moment and which is spreading also. So social loafing is something pervasive phenomenon which exists mostly in all the groups, but it does not occur when the team members identify that the goal of the group or the objective of the group or the aim of the group is something very important. If the person understand that the aim of the group, the object of the group, the goal of the group is something very important and very relevant, the person does not being in social loafing. So when we talk about the reasons for social loafing, we can say that the main reason or the main explanation of social loafing is that the person may feel that since it is a group work, since all the person of a group are doing it as a combined work, the person may feel that his contribution or his ideas or his opinions or his suggestion is not considered properly between the group members. So he feels that his contribution is not evaluated or is not considered properly in between the group members. He feels something unmotivated. He feels that he doesn't feel that motivation to contribute more in that group. So that is the reason why people goes into a social loafing, and it can occur when the person feels underappreciated. So if a person feels that he is contributing so much to that group and he is not appreciated for that, or he is underappreciated for that the things he is doing for the group, the person may feel unmotivated, and this leads to social loafing. So social loafing occurs in a group situation in which the presence of others causes relaxation instead of arousal. Means if the person feels that all the group members are putting effort into their group, he feels that he feels of hiding into that group. He gets lost into that crowd. Means it is the time for him to, he feels that it is the time for him to relax, sit back and relax and take a rest out of that, because he is feeling that all the others, all the group members may do all the work. So that is what is the other reason for social loafing. So also this happens because the person may feel that no one is going to ask them any explanation out of why he is not involving in the group activities. So that is also a reason why the person may shift into social loafing. So this is something concept of so this is a concept of diffusion of responsibility. Means what is diffusion of responsibility? It is where the person feels that there is no need of taking any action. So there is no need of taking any responsibility because of the presence of others. The person may feel that there are people present outside who will take the responsibility. There is no need of me to take any responsibility out of that. That is what is diffusion of responsibility is. So these are the reasons for social loafing. So when we talk about the solution for social loafing, means how can we reduce social loafing, or how can we encourage people into participating in a group activity. So first one is collaboration, content and choice. This is actually developed by Dan J. Rothwell. It is the 3 C's of motivation. So collaboration is nothing but setting up a particular goal, setting up a set of goals or aims for the group and assigning into the group members. So if we assign like that, means the person may feel the responsibility of achieving that goal, achieving that aim. So that is a what solution for reducing the social loafing. The second one is content. Content means assigning particular or specific or distinct roles and positions for the group members. So that will give a sense of responsibility to them. The person may feel that he want to achieve that, or he want to fulfill that, and that is a platform for him to prove himself. So that is what is content. And the choice is like the giving the opportunity to the group members to choose their own roles and regulations. So if the authority of the group is giving them the what roles and regulations, means the person may feel some complaints around the group. So that may lead to conflict. So if the persons of the group is given the choice of taking the responsibility or to choosing their own rules and regulations or roles and positions in the groups, means that is a way how we can reduce the social loafing. So these are the solution for social loafing. And before we have discussed about the causes of social loafing and what is social loafing, what is group and the types of group. So that's it about this session. Thank you.